from LaunchPad Consultancy, and I'm sitting here with four amazing, dynamic, great, passionate women that are moms, that are wives, but in the context of this conversation, they're people, individuals in business. And today's edition of Cafe Chat, we are featuring, as we usually do, achievements, challenges, and projections. And when we talk about projections, we're talking about those practical strategies that as owners of businesses, we can implement in order to engage success within our businesses. So today we have Kersha Andrews, Davonne, Baptiste, Christiana Balbosa, and Janine. So of course I'm going to give them the opportunity now to introduce themselves and their businesses. Kersha.
Hi, so I'm Kersha, as you said, from Experience Dance. Experience Dance has been in business since 2008, so that will be 9 years in June this year. We're a full-service dance and fitness wear store. Everything from ballroom, ballet, jazz, tap, modern, contemporary. And we have 2 branches, American Tap and Dominica. And we're also in San Fernando on a Saturday. And we're really, really passionate about dance and everything related to dance.
Yes. So tell me, Kersha, how did you get into dance and fitness wear? Tell us all about your business and how that experience has been for you.
So I was dancing from a young age, but I never thought about actually opening a dancewear company. So I work as well, I work in the oil and gas sector. So for me, it wasn't really like I was looking for money or I wanted to just find something to do. Literally, it was one day I went to bed and Lord woke me up very early in the morning and said, "You're going to start a dancewear store." And I said, "What? How does that even work?" And I just started writing. And then I started researching. I started to talk to 2 of my friends who were also dancers. And we started to put the business together. Even though I do it on my own now, it is really a combination of efforts and support from various dancers. And just with networking with the various dance schools and my dance teachers throughout the years, and also the sports in my family, Experience Dances, I think it's almost a household of dancing.
That's excellent. It is, because for years I've known of you and I've known of Experience Dance. I didn't know it was you, but I've heard of Experience Dance. I've heard about Kersha because somewhere maybe back between 96 to 2000, when I would have been involved in dance, and I'm asking, where do I get a leotard? Where do I get the shoes? And they're saying, you need to call Kersha. I'm like, who is Kersha? Just go to Experience Dance. And so I've always heard of you. So you're right, you are a household name because I've always heard of you. And so that is great. So Kersha, tell me, when you think of accomplishment, achievement, the memory that makes your heart smile in your journey as a business owner, what would you say is your most heartfelt achievement?
I think I'm going to have to answer your categories too.
Okay.
Because I don't want to bias to any one store. I think the first one was opening American Tap, because when I started, it started as a room where I was living in Taparingo, and opening the second branch was something I never thought would be possible. I always thought I would have a home-based business, just one branch. And the first day that we opened there, and I saw someone came and bought something, I literally jumped up and down. And I thought, wow, we're going somewhere.
Yeah.
And however, last year September, the East Branch opened on its own piece of property in Africa. And that was just phenomenal. Now, even though the business didn't pay for it because I supported it, from my other income, it was still a place that it could call its own. And I think that is easily the 2 biggest memories and experience that, because they're almost like babies now.
Yes.
Since you've been giving birth to those 2 branches.
Yeah. And Janine Caesar, hi, and welcome to Cafe Chat.
Well, I'm JC Charm is an event management company. I started off with music, but I'm branching off to so many other different things now, because those who experience what I do, they call me and say, "What about this? Do you want to do this? How about you getting on this project?" And I'm seeing business start to expand. Now, because of that, now I have to let go of some other things in my life. But with that expansion, so much has I mean, a world has opened up for me. My eyes, they're full. They're full. I get inspiration from everything now.
Good.
Everything.
That's excellent. How long has JC Charm been operational?
I've been functioning unofficially for about, let's say, 5 years.
Right.
I think I really started to get serious as a business probably about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Into formulating how I'm going to structure this into becoming a viable and sustainable business.
Yeah.
About a year now. And actually going for certification, you know, in building the way that I do things, you know, going to Arthur Luckchak has an excellent program, and they teach you from the international standard.
Yes.
So while they bring the local examples that you can use, they teach from an international standard because it is a George Washington University project.
Yeah.
Program, sorry.
Yeah.
So they give you from the local to the regional to the international way that they do things. So yeah, that's what made my eyes full, because I see like, oh, okay, but then I can use this into the way we do things locally, and I see the opportunity, and I do have a passion for it. It wasn't what I intended to do in business. It's just somebody just whispered in my ear, you know, you can take this and make it viable.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. And then things just started to get in place. A friend recommended me where to go to certification, and then people started recommending me, call me for other projects. So it built from there. But that passion is what you need to start.
Yes. That is great. And Davonne, tell us about your company.
I'm Davonne, and I'm co-owner of Summer Construction Services Limited. My husband, he is the workman, and I am the administrator. So both of us, we are doing this business for the past, we are registered for the past 6 years, but we started business for the past month and a half. And we are in the process of building houses, buildings. We do carpentry, we do masonry, we do steel work, steel bending, and other things that we are able to source and help with business. The passion of this is that we want to see people satisfied, contented with what they get, the services they get for construction, and it must be able to be pocketable. They must be able to say, this is what I have, can we get something with this? And we would say yes, we would be able to work with you with it.
That is good. So how long have you say you've been operational now?
A month and a
A
half.
month and a half. So in your month and a half, tell me, because I really think in business, every day matters.
Yes,
Because
it
you have
does.
up days, you have down days.
Yes, it does.
So even in your month and a half, what makes your heart smile when you think about Seven Construction Services Limited?
Well, the passion actually really started about a year and a half ago. When I came to you, Alina, and was talking about the business that is there and it's not functioning.
Yeah.
But for me, I work in health. I'm a nursing assistant, but I know the passion is my husband's own, and I really want to see him move forward. I know his heart is to give people good work, and for him, he didn't know how to jump out, and I wanted to see, but then, how are we going to do this? And I have been questioning you for the past year and a half, and it's when I bought my laptop. The initial start of it was buying my laptop, and with that, things just changed, because I knew nothing about administration. I knew nothing about anything like that. I just know I work and I get paid. I didn't know nothing about paying people to work, and then doing the budgets, doing everything else that goes with it. And actually sitting down and learning how to do this was really, really, because as some would say, it's already rooted in you. But when you actually jump out, then you would see the manifestation of what is built in you.
Yeah.
So when I started actually learning how to do this, it was like a light bulb. I can do this. This is great. This is good. I love doing this. You know, I said, wait, I could leave my permanent job in the morning to do this. You know, but I know that it's not a will of God for me right now. But I think that initial buying of that laptop is what sparks and initial goal to the business starting.
That's great. And Christiana Balbosa, tell us more about your organization.
Hi, well, I'm representing the Local Music Academy International, and I would say that, well, I've been doing what I do, right, which is training voices. Initially, we started out doing just vocal because that's my specialty, and so I've been working with persons, planning different programs and so on that would allow them to develop themselves locally, for whatever, they see they need it for it. Because people come in to do programs for just to sometimes sound better in the bathroom, because they have people that is, would tell them, family members, oh my goodness, stop singing already, right? And so sometimes people, they don't even have a vision for what they, for their singing. They just come in for that. And so some people, they just want to be able to, they have a whole plan. They want to see their faces on a CD. They want to tour. They have this passion for worship, choir members, whatever, so you name it. And so I started, that's the service we offer, actually training vocally, but now I have engaged some tutors as well over the years, based on demand for other services. So we have also now instruments, and we also do dance as well, alright, and so that's basically what we offer more or less. So we service choirs, we service business for recording, you name it.
Yes, so of course I have known you for quite some time. So we know that you're going on 30 years in business. That's a long time. Lots of people are struggling to make 6 months, right? So my question to you is, from the perspective of achievement, what is the thing or the memory that makes your heart smile when you think of your journey? If you could choose just one, hopefully you can, that you can say, when I think of this, I'm proud and it makes me feel happy that I have chosen this path, because you could have given up anywhere along the way, but you stuck with it. What memory is it that makes your heart smile?
That is, that's a little difficult for me right now. I'll be so honest, because I've been doing this for so many years that I have had so many, of those moments. So what would I say?
You know what I could ask you then? Why do you keep doing it? I think that is a great question as well, because so many persons lack motivation and just ready to give up and ready to throw in the towel. And of course, being in business for almost 30 years, you've had many ups and many downs and many midpoints. So what keeps you going?
For me, what keeps me going is a passion, really. Because as like with my friends right here on this set right now, they would have, most of them, well, from what I know so far, they have jobs, right, to help them sustain their business. At least they can put a plug in here and there. I have never had that opportunity. Well, I shouldn't say opportunity. I have never really worked for anybody except for when I was probably, I remember working when I was like probably 17, just finished school and did a summer job. Right at White Limers in Chicago, that's many moons ago. And after that, that's it. I've never really worked for anyone per se except for myself. And so, of course, I would have had a lot of ups and downs, mountain experiences, quite a lot. I've also had numerous valley experiences, right? But what keeps me going is the passion. And actually, initially starting the business for me, wasn't even about, really, it might sound funny, but it wasn't about making money. It was always about helping others, see them grow, see them develop. And I think that keeps me going. Like some people come to me, like people feel when they come, they should be at a certain level and they should be able to sing well or whatever. But I really enjoy working with people who think somehow they can't sing.
Yeah.
Those are the people I enjoy also working with a lot, to
Yes.
see them actually develop and grow and feel good about themselves. That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Right, so what makes me feel that I just need that high or keeps me going is when I hear people see them develop to the point and advance and progress, where they are recording, where they're traveling, where they have numerous students who have gone abroad, pass through me. I mean, I was like their foundation, and they studied abroad, and they were able to use that when I was invested in them. So for me, it's always been about the passion, because I so do love what I do. And that's one of the things that really keeps me going. Yeah, I thought it would stop a long time. I would have. I'd have been done.
This is excellent.
But I love it.
Yeah. So my question to each of you: what advice would you give to someone thinking about getting into business? Whether they have a job and they're looking to do it, maybe part-time or otherwise, or whether they're really thinking about, this is my main source of income, my main activity. What one piece of advice would you say that you would give to any new or aspiring business owner to say, you should definitely keep this in mind? Yeah, I know, I just threw that out, right? So if you go in any order, it doesn't matter, anyone can answer. What piece of advice would you want to give? I think Janine has the juices flowing there. Yes, Janine.
For me, the biggest, I don't want to call it an obstacle, but the biggest thing that I had to do was to just make that first step.
Yeah.
It's so scary. It's so scary to say, okay, I'm going to do this. It's so scary, but once you do, it's like when you see a child, as we all mothers, to see a child walk, to see them take that first step and then take another step and then take another, and pretty soon they're running. That's how the business goes.
Yeah.
That first step is so scary, but it's important.
Yeah.
And don't let, just like baby, don't let falling down deter you from getting up and running again.
Yeah.
That learning from those falls makes you stronger. It makes your legs stronger. It makes your resolve stronger. You can go and you just learn from those mistakes and you keep going.
Yes.
And pretty soon you'll be like, oh, okay, I can do this now. I can do this. And you go like, oh, it's fine. I can get it done. It comes as a second nature.
Yes.
But don't be deterred by the falls.
Yes.
Don't be deterred by the down times.
Yeah.
Be honest, I've learned so much from her. I've learned so much from her.
Yes.
And to see how she overcomes problems, be like, okay, so I can do this. I can do this.
Yes.
So that's my one piece of advice. Don't let the falls get you down. Learn from it. Even it doesn't have to be a giant step. A little tiny step is still a step forward.
Yes.
Keep moving.
Yeah. Great.
I would say use everything you have. I think that sometimes we don't even realize that the little things do matter. For example, when I first started dancing in church, I would sew our garments, design them, and put on what I call one mommy sewing machine and put it together. But when I started the business, however, I was just selling products from other manufacturers. And it was only until much later that somebody said to me, so do you all have dresses? I said, no, we don't. And I said, well, you want, and they were struggling to find something in the store. I said, well, why don't you do this online and you look sketch pretty? And then I said, but wait, why am I not also designing my own worship wear for others?
Yeah.
And that is what I started to do after that. When I started, it was me sewing daily night, but now it has grown and we have other people who work with me to make that happen. And I think that what's important is that we don't always see that there's more to what we currently do. And another resource that we don't always consider, just our friends.
Yeah.
people we know.
Yeah.
And the thing about what makes it easier for me, and I'm saying easier because it's not easy, is that almost all of my friends dance.
Yes.
And almost everyone I know dances.
Yes.
So I go to them, I depend on them, they're my networking, they're my advertising.
Yeah.
So it's really about looking at what we have and using and maximizing that to the best of its potential.
Great. Good.
Okay, well, for me, I would say that, you should be, think about what it is you want, what's in your heart, and what you want to do, and, pursue it. Jump out, leap, take the leap, right? But you have to be, what should I say? A lot of times you have to be talking to yourself.
Right.
Because sometimes you don't have people to talk to. So
Yeah.
it's something that you have to be serious, passionate about whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
All right? And you go after it. And what people look for is also consistency.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you just have a thought, because sometimes some people see other people and they think they can just do what they do.
Yes.
But it's not as simple as that, So you have to be able to run your course, but at the same time I'm saying you need to be consistent. So like the others were saying, if you have a little fall, things that work out to right, you get up and you go again, you keep going because people, that's what brands you.
Yes.
That you're there, you've been there.
Yeah.
And that is important. People
Yeah.
don't want somebody if you're starting a business, everybody has a start.
Yes.
But you want to be, when they hear about you, like, wow, when they, you need to have some history, you need to make it something that you really want to do.
Yeah.
And so that whatever comes your way, you find that you're able to cross those hurdles because you need to be consistent. I think that's so important. And somehow being consistent, I've seen that work in that every time, it gives you the momentum to keep going and that kind of thing. When you see you keep going at it, you don't just retreat and pull back and, you just keep moving forward. Even if it's, like you said, a baby step, just keep moving forward. Be consistent, be consistent. That's so important.
That's great. Davonne.
What I would say is that connect with people that has the same passion with you. Especially people who have reached a good distance in their race. So they can help you in your downfalls and they can also help you reach that goal where you're going. Because for me, that is what I did. I connected and it helps me to see where I need to go step by step and be accountable to someone so that you wouldn't be slack and you will have that momentum and that person could be the one pushing you, okay?
Yes.
Your little cheerleader on the side, you did a good job, and you're doing great. Or they can say, well, you could have done it this way, that would have looked a little better, or it would have helped you to do something differently. And I think that's also can help, with persons trying to get out into their field.
I mean, this is great. Thank you, ladies, for sharing on your journey and your achievements. And I'm sure even the viewers who are looking, they are inspired and they have food to chew on, even as they deal with contemplating getting into business and otherwise. So viewers, thank you for being with us. We definitely appreciate you coming in and listening in on our chat. This is our Cafe Chat segment as being put forward by LaunchPad Consultancy. We want to thank Marabella Learning Center Limited. We want to thank Joyful Journey Daycare and Activity Center for Kids, as well as Lewis Service Company and Nkosi Gilbert Contracting for sponsoring this segment. Be sure to look out for the other segments as we continue to chat with these ladies concerning challenges in business and strategies for success. Thanks for tuning in.